What's up, everybody? So in this video, we're going to cover the three main phases that any real estate investor needs to make sure they have covered. If you missed any of these three, you're in trouble. All that coming up on more.
For a limited time only, discover how you can get real estate investing deals done without any advertisement spend part-time, even if you have no experience. Plus, get access to all of the tools we use, so you can also make 6 figures per year regardless of experience level. Link is in the description below. Get it today and build your house buying machine with us.
All right, real estate investors, wholesalers, rehabbers, and landlords, let's talk nitty and gritty. What do you need to actually build a house buying machine? Okay, the first piece and the first key element, key pillar is having guaranteed motivated sellers. Now, this could come paid or could be free. The fact is that you're either going to trade time or you're going to trade money. And if you do not have a guaranteed motivated seller lead flow channel that's set up to get you people with high intent to sell, that is key, that they have high intent to sell now. Assuming you want to get paid now, it's going to be really hard for you to actually evolve into a meaningful business. Now, how can you get access to these? Well, you can check a lot of the resources down here in the description below, but I'll tell you one of the most popular depending on your budget, right? So first, free list that you can get out there is for rent by owners. For rent by owners. Why for rent by owner listings? Well, the fact is that if they are for rent by owner and you call them, they have intent to make money, which means that they might have a property that they want to sell. Maybe it's not the one that they're leasing, or they're a landlord, which they could become your buyer, right? So any house buying machine knows that you have to target for rent by owners if you want some free, no ad spend deal flow. Now, this is going to come right on the back of the fact that it's going to involve time. You're going to have to call these people up. You're going to have to search through websites like Craigslist, local ads of people that are advertising for rent by owner. But the good thing is that they have an intent and they're in the marketplace. So they're already in market and you did not have to spend $1 to get in touch with them. So, if you're calling these people, you can say, hey, I noticed you're listing for rent on so-and-so property, and I was wondering if you may be interested in selling it as is. And of course, a lot of these landlords, they're very much experienced and they may say, hey, are you a wholesaler? Are you a real estate agent? I'm not looking to, sell it. Obviously, it's for rent. And so at that point you can say like, listen, I'm a cash investor, or I represent cash investors in the area, and we're looking to buy property in the area. So maybe this property is not a fit, but do you have any other rentals that, maybe it's time to move on? Or are you actively buying? Right? And so that spins off into a conversation that this person is either going to be a seller for you, it's going to be a buyer for you. All right. So that's the first free channel that you should definitely go after and attack. The second piece is downloading data, paying for data, and you can get a free trial of REI Automator that has for 7 days, so you can get data. And one of the best lists that I find to target is vacant properties that are not listed on the MLS, right? Because if you pull vacants and they're listed, then they're already out there. So vacant properties that are not listed with an agent in the multiple listing service is a list that I personally like, because vacant property is a problem property, right? There's insurance issues if it's been vacant for a long time, and if it's not listed, it's just sitting there, right? So you might as well go after vacant properties that are not listed. And if you need to niche down a little bit more, go ahead and niche down to vacant properties, non-listed absentee owners, all right, with high equity, of course. And now the third piece is actually doing digital marketing. What do I mean by that? Google ads, Bing ads, Facebook ads, pay-per-click, stuff like that. It's the easiest to scale, but it is going to require some capital. And with Google ads, the beauty about it is that these people are going online and they're searching how to sell my house fast, how to sell my parents' house, how to sell an inherited house. These are all keywords that you can target so that they find you when they're Googling for their situation and they have high intent now. So the pro is that it's highly scalable. You can do this 100% remote. And you essentially just increase the ad budget once the account is seasoned and optimized. And that way you can get some consistent lead flow, right? Just getting leads 24/7, right? So that is guaranteed inbound lead gen, and it's going to ride on the back of either money or time, if that makes sense, okay? Now, the second piece is around how to convert those leads into actual contracts, right? You have the acquisition side, meaning the direct to seller, or maybe like a wholesaler. You're talking with them and actually acquiring the rights to purchase the contract. And then you have the disposition side, which is when you sell the property. And so the way that I will phrase this, the most simple way, is I believe that in any sales conversation, you have to overcome the wall of uncertainty, right? The only reason somebody does not act upon after they show an interest in your service, meaning buying the house or selling them a deal, is because they're not sure, right? So that is your number one job as a closer, is overcoming the wall of uncertainty. If you're able to overcome that wall of uncertainty, then they're going to be essentially invoked into taking action. Okay, so what needs to happen? They need to understand in their own words and in their own mind that this is the best solution for them, right? With the best outcome for them. So how do you do that, right? If you get somebody calling you trying to sell something, you're automatically going to be repelled off. What you want to do is use nurture statements like I understand, completely agree, and then reverse that back with questions, thought-provoking questions. I completely understand, Mr. Seller, that our cash offer may sound low to you. Now, let me ask you a question. What's going to happen if you don't sell the property? How did you come up with this number? You see, these are nurture sequences or nurture statements in front of the reverse question, right? And so you want to lead with those conversations. With buyers, on the wholesale side, on dispositions, you want to make them understand that this is a hot deal, that your phone is melting. You want to provide them as much information as you can on the wholesale deal. And you want to let them know that once they close a property with you, assuming everything is easy and, it's amicable and it's easy to get to the closing table, you have a first dibs buyer program in which your buyers turn into your boots on the ground. Now, this is huge because if you're able to essentially have your buyers be your boots on the ground, you can essentially wholesale properties nationwide, like we do. So, that's for the acquisition, the sales process, which is the second phase, right? So we first spoke about, guaranteed inbound lead generation, right? And then we spoke about sales. And then the third piece is systems, actually having a central hub, a central system in which you can track, monitor from prospect to lead to closing, right? For all your sales and your buyers. And that will allow you to actually be able to scale your company, your house buying machine, whether with virtual assistants or on-site staff. You need a system that automatically follows up, that you're able to automate, delegate, and delete from. So I've left a couple of our resources down here for you to check out. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you liked it, make sure you smash that like button and the subscribe button to receive future video notifications. And if you haven't joined yet our free Facebook group, make sure you check the links below so you can join us as well and do some deals together. Until next time, God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.